Hey, yo! How the camera looking, gang? Looking alright, I guess. Decent angle, decent angle. How we feeling? Let's give it a second, let the gang show up. Damn, my hand sound dry as fuck. Yeah. Don't worry, I got a fire extinguisher somewhere over there. What's the chat? Why the chat always doing something crazy, gang? Chat always doing something crazy over there. There we go. Oh, let me kick this up to the YouTube and Facebook fam. Make sure the screen looking decent. Screen looking decent. Okay. We're going to go live on YouTube and Facebook in 3, 2, 1. Action. There we go. All right, now we on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, YouTube, X. Let me make sure of that. Oh yeah, you know we gotta get the Discord family in here. So let me send them links out. Make sure you do the same. However you found this, make sure you share it around. Hit that retweet, repost, whatever you gotta do. And you know we about to roll the intro. I'm just here talking to live stream. I'm wondering how they found me. I think we're gonna have a good stream. Nah, ain't no thing to it. We're gonna have a good stream tonight, chat. We're gonna have a good stream tonight. Let's let the gang hop on in here. You know. Bro, tell me why it's a typo right there and I'm just seeing it. Play, not plat. Plat, rugs.fun. That sounds like we doing hair or something. Boom. Boom. Update. We good money. All right, let's run that intro show. Oh. One more thing. Let me put it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you gotta hop in. But we'll go into more on that later. All right, we should be good money. 444 in the chat if you vibing with me. Let's run that intro, shall we? We're gonna switch it up. You know, sometimes we just do it. Sometimes we just talk to live stream. You know what I mean? Replay, what's good, gang? Yeah, I'm gonna have the glasses on to start, I ain't gonna lie. The way these lights set up.
I don't know which way to go. All I really know, my flow cold as snow. I'm in Aspen, on a motherfucking beat with an Aspen. Up in them cheeks, then I woke up from the dream like beefing with my bitch. I try to tell her things gonna be okay, but she don't listen. And everybody that hear what I say, see diamonds glisten, so they assume that everything okay, even when it isn't. Got 2 nines beside me, might go kamikaze, pointed at my brain, go Kurt Cobain, bullets blitzing. They'll just think it's cool, sound effects and a vision. They don't really know the shit I've been through, got me sick and I'm just sitting here. I'm just here talking to live stream. I just woke up from my dream. I swear I'm trapped in a dream. Everywhere I go it's like nothing as it seems. And everything on me and nobody knows. It's like the heights that I wanna climb, nobody goes. And I'll be damned if I change cause a live stream. Got my shades on, can you find me? What is there to say when there's nothing left to do? And the lights go off and I'm left alone up in the store. I said, nobody wanna be alone. She asked, tell me, have you ever been free? I don't know. I just wanna find my own home, somewhere I can kick up my feet. I'm just here talking to live stream. I'm wondering how they found me.
You like the beat? Yeah, that shit fire for sure. We slid on it too. I'm telling you, I think it's a lot of people tried that trend. I was saying that last night with making music related to live streams because of that Reggie and what's his name, Hurricane Wisdom joint. But a lot of them shits was whack for real. I think I made that before I even knew that was a thing, and that trend didn't last long because a lot of the shit was corny, like trappers and rappers talking about doing everything on live stream. The CIA was doing victory laps. I know they wanted that stream to continue. Or that trend, I mean. What a Tuesday, gang. My Tuesday's been good, I ain't gonna lie. First of all, I couldn't do this shit without the team. It's a lot of people that make this happen. Replay, Tree P, can't do this without y'all. Damn near the OG founding fathers, for real. Who else? Links. Links really stepped up crazy when I needed him with the video editing. So just about, last month, every edit you seen. Damn, let me get comfortable. I got keys in my pocket and shit. And the Glock on my holster on the side. Yeah, we comfortable now. If my headache kicked back in, I might throw these glasses back on, but we good for now. Yeah, Links really stepped up. So last month, every edit you seen went out on any of my socials. Like I do one edit a day on Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube. I was doing 2 edits a day half the month last month. It was mostly me. And so shout out to Links, because that shit was tiring, having to do the live streaming, the music, the mixing, mastering, social media shit, all that, everything that comes with this. But, we didn't slow up. We just do what we had to do and prayed the whole time for somebody to come through to alleviate some of that stress. And Links came through. And so, yeah, everything you see. Oh, my bad. Everything you see on my socials. Unc getting old, gang. It's Unc season. Unc's his back I'm starting to feel it in my back, gang. But look, yeah, big shout out to Links. He handles basically all the edits you seen this month and the end of the last month. He does a great job. Who else we can't do it without? Shout out to AWOL. Can't do it without him. All the mods you see in the community. Shout out to Mooner. Shout out to Toby. He tried to be an editor so bad. He really do put forth effort. And he does. Like he made like 20% of Ride or Dies. Yeah, we're gonna keep the glasses on for a minute, gang. He made like 20% of that Ride or Dies video that just dropped. And he did a good job on his part. And he definitely helped me out. So shout out to Toby. He does real good helping me manage the community. Can't do it without him. And he's been with us for a minute too. He show up every day. That's what it's about. If you got a friend or somebody, a friend, an employee, whatever it is, somebody you can count on to show up every day, that's like 90% of the battle. Because if somebody's willing to show up and help you, anything else can be worked with, If they just willing to show up, they can learn, They can improve. So big 444 is in the chat. Appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that come into live streams and show up, that stays active in the community, the shares, retweets, reposts, replies under all the content. Can't do it. I can't do it without everybody that's hearing my voice right now. So yeah, big intro. Y'all deserve that spot in the intro. I appreciate y'all. Hyper, Robert, all you guys are great for real. Oof, 7:43. I try to get it going. I said 3 p.m. EST to 5 p.m. What time we start? 7. About 7:30. Hey, it's better than midnight. We've been on that midnight demon timing lately. So it's better late than never, for real. But now I'm gonna keep working on that, getting earlier and earlier with the streams. We ain't gonna do too early. On the weekends, I ain't gonna lie, I do like that 6 a.m. spot. Like that 6, 7 a.m. EST. It should be jumping on the weekend at that time. I don't know why. Shout out my Amethyst. Y'all know I used to go by the name Amethyst. I got an amethyst in almost every room. I got an amethyst in all my cars. Some of them sit on the dash. Some of them sit in the middle. Somebody actually stole an amethyst out my car a couple months ago. I'm not sure how or where. But look, chat, we got, I think you can see it right there. The kick goals. So that's for the subs. Let's see, we got 8 days. Yes and 9. We got to the 17th. So we got 8 days to hit that. Let's see if we can hit that goal. It's 20, right? That's what they say. Anyway, it's a 20. Yeah, 20 sold. 20 sub. Yeah, 20 sold. That'd be good too. But nah. 20 sub goal. I think we can do that in a week. Shout out my VIP. We've had some good calls for real. So last night, I called Pokey Soul. And I'm bullish on that. Hey, yo, Tayo! What's good, gang? What's good, my bro? Yeah, you been rocking with us in the streams for a little bit. We had a couple giveaways. Damn, this shit. What the hell is Pokey Soul trying to do? Let's see what Pokey Soul trying to do. Because I like it. I ain't gonna lie to you, the way this market been, right? Let me get it pulled up first. Funny story, right? So y'all see when I type in deck screener, right? Like, it defaults to just some random coin. It's a coin that I've looked at or traded or bought in the past, right? So right now it's this ICE on a core chain. But as you can see, you don't gotta know much about crypto or stocks or assets to know that this motherfucker is down bad, right? But, all right, there was one time for I'll say from 2002 to 2003, mid 2003, so what I'll do is I'll click DEX, like DEXS, just to get it to pop up in my URL, then I'll hit enter. So for like a year and a half, 2 years, this is what came up, right? Keep in mind, I bought this super early on. It's called Omnom on Doge Chain, right? Yeah, 3 years ago. That was right when it launched. So it was about, 2022. Damn, it's got a little volume pop going. I remember Doge Chain. Any of y'all remember Doge Chain? Where it won't launch by the official team or nothing, but basically, it really ain't. I don't think it's the safest chain, but it's been 3 years and they ain't really rugged or had much controversy that I've caught. So, But anyway, back to my point, right? So I caught it on day one. Y'all know I usually be early on a lot of these things. So I caught it on day one, about 100K market cap. Let me make sure that. Oh, I need to share that in there too. So this was before I had Discord or anything. My Discord only like a month, 2 months old, something like that. Look, I was literally telling this story. What year was that? April of 2024. See? Make sure y'all can see this. Yeah, Omnom is my default deck screener page. So it came up for almost 3 years. Every time I charted something. So basically I watched it for 3 years do this, right? So I caught this down here at 100K. You know, I still make good money on it. I rode it up to about 10 mil, well, about 5-7 mil. So, you know, 10, 20. It was 100X. And then, you know, it died more or less. And so for 2 or 3 years, every time I put up deck screener, just like, you know, this comes up, like this random shit from Core Chain, right? But instead of that coming up, it was this. Right? And so the years that this was happening, it was basically looked like that for years. I didn't really think nothing of it. You know, now it's giving me the experience to see. Y'all see these little pops right here? Boom, boom, boom. That was major players coming in. Just grabbing supply and waiting, basically. They weren't worried about short term. They didn't care that their pumps got sold off into, as you can see, one, boom, sold off, boom. Hits their entry again, they buy more. Boom. Flatlines, hit their entry again, they buy more. Patience, right? Then one day I opened this bitch. Keep in mind, chat, I've been watching it for like 2 or 3 years at like it was just chilling down here at like 100K valuation. And I'll put it on a price. I know it's easier for some of y'all to think about price instead of, but with meme coins and shit, it's better to go off market caps because the price of these things are so small, it's hard to really put it, you know, articulate it or verbalize it. So it's easier to say market cap. But so yeah, let me just switch it back to market cap. Anyway, so for years, I watched it just flatline down there. And then one day I looked at it and I couldn't believe my eyes. Cause I'm like, damn, I watched this motherfucker for 3 years. I didn't put $10 in, $100, nothing. So what's the math on that? 100K to 75 mil. And that's how it goes sometimes, you know. Good to hear, bro. Good to hear. Good to hear. Switch it off. So what was it? 75 mil? 100,000? Yeah, so 750X. If I would have just put $100 in there and chill, forget about it, let it cook, 75 bands. Yeah, that was a crazy move. You could imagine my disbelief when I was just going to look at something, open up deck screener, and this thing was at about 50 mil. And like it couldn't have been a day or two before it was at like 100K, 200K. It just shot up. But like I said, I learned something from that. You know, when market makers and big players come in, and I've seen it many times since, but on these dead charts with good narratives, it'll look like these little jumps. And that's just big players grabbing supply, letting it die so they don't, you know, move price right after it because they're being patient. They're waiting until they got the amount that they want. And I forget who all it was, but it was a big group of people supporting this. I don't know if they still are or not. But look at that candle. Sheesh. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. PokeSoul. So I found this last night. And, yeah, this right here. I don't know if any of my VIP caught it, but that's one good thing about being in VIP. You get signals early, right? I mean, I can't make it up. I called it at like 2:40, so it was about right here. I think y'all can see my mouse. Yeah, about right here. And then I went to sleep. I bought it. I made a few posts. I put it on my X, but by the time it was on my X, you know what I mean? The earliest entry or the earliest signal, earliest post, I'm always gonna give the VIP in my Discord. So as you can see, we damn near nailed that bottom. It went down a little bit, but not much. I was sleeping when it dipped there. I woke up to here, so I went in 220K. I woke up, it was at 560K. I think I bought like 5 or 6, no, I bought 4 SOL. I bought 4 SOL, I woke up to 9 SOL, so that's like 800 to about 1800, so more than a 2x. I took profit on that, almost right at the top there. It was about 8 a.m., something like that, yeah. And then I ate back in right here, and just held it the rest of the day. I'm bullish on it, I am. The only thing that makes me a little iffy on it is the community management side. But I also felt that same way about Atlas. Well, a lot of coins got shitty moderators. This is a little bit different because it's a product. On a meme coin or something, it matters a little bit more, so that's why I'm not putting too much weight on it. If that makes sense. Because they got a product. This shit look cool, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't played it yet, but I have clicked around, scrolled around. I should play it a little bit. All right, when we do our breaks, I'll open up a burner. Who just jumped in here? New sub, appreciate that sub hash. Was it on? Okay, YouTube. Appreciate you, sub hash. Welcome to the game, bro. But yeah, so basically, I mean, this shit look high quality, bro. So I'll play some of this later. But they got he made the whole, anybody in here Pokemon fans? Let me know in the chat if you ever played, because I'm having trouble remembering. I know surely somebody here, we got some Pokemon fans in here. So, what did I play on? Damn, my chair just ate my phone again. I used to play on, look at that, 44%, probably 44.4%. I used to play on, what I played, Nintendo, Sega Genesis. No, I didn't play no Sega. I played it on PSP, I think. I really can't remember exactly, but I used to play the cards for sure. I used to steal the Pokemon cards from CBS and take them to school and sell them. The Yu-Gi-Oh cards and the Pokemon cards. This was probably like 2002. Something like that. 02, 03. I was a little jit. Going into CBS. I remember the manager called us. Hold on, chat. Give me a sec. Yeah, the manager called us. I used to go in there with little hoodlums, our little Rugrat gang, and we go into CBS and have a couple of the guys run distractions, right? And then the rest of us, we'd go back to the aisle And hold on, chat. But yeah, we'd go back to the aisles and just grab, like, load our pockets up. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon cards. Some of those probably would have been worth a lot, but shit, we was broke from the hood, the trenches, just trying to feed ourselves. And so we would take them to school the following day, and just sell them. I don't remember how much. Probably something stupid like $1 a pack. I remember they were like $6.99, $10 a pack. So we'd steal them and sell them for $1, but we'd have a lot of them. But nah, whoever this is, the dev, I don't know who created it, but it was launched on Pump Fun, so the liquidity's burned. Just plugged in. Yeah, we charging. But nah, I was pleasantly surprised to see this quality of work. Okay, they got some music to go with it. Yeah, I wanna play. So look, I get it takes Pokey Soul to play. Let's see what all games they got. I mean, all music. I saw the post from their ex. They say they added some 8-bit music. Look like that's the only one to play right now, I'm guessing. Okay, so they got different levels. I feel like he put a little bit of time into this song. Yeah, this look like a sleeper, bro. That's why I'm not worried about, like little things like moderators in the X chat and whatnot, but they all got different levels, different stats, different difficulties. Yeah, I like this. Which is why I bought, 200K. I'm gonna ask my software engineer the difficulty to make something like this. Also in crypto, so this is going back up. This is an application I made last year. So I'm about to have my first project use that. Look, so I made this so long ago, the issue that's holding it up. So right now it's for BNB. And basically, it just lets projects create their own staking pools for their holders. Devs, even CTO, community-led projects can do it. Anybody can open it for their project. Right now it's for BNB chain, so this project, and it's totally free right now, so I'm not charging any projects to use it. Like I said, I basically let it die, but I kept everything up. I kept the infrastructure up and whatnot. I was just waiting for BNB chain to get more volume, which has got, shout out to Binance. So about to have the first project use this. It's like a 1.5 year old project called Mamba Coin. So once their staking pool goes live, I'll be posting it from my X as well as their X, and then my stake flow DeFi X. So it'd be cool to get this popping. Like I said, it's free. It's gonna be free for the first few projects, just so everybody can see it works, and it does, because my team's built something like this for another project in like 2021, something like that, and they never really did much with it, and we haven't either yet. But you know, there's no coin or token attached to it. It's just a DeFi application to bring value to projects and to their holders. You know, a lot of these meme coins, some of the issue is that they don't reward holders. And so this is a way for projects with zero tax to be able to do that. So, but I'll give more on that when the time comes. So. But it's a cool idea. It's something I thought of a few years ago. And also, y'all know I mentioned on the music update tip, right? So I mentioned that I have a video editor. Well, now I got an engineer. So we locked that in. I was telling y'all a little bit about it last night. So now when I do all these songs on stream, I don't got to worry about sitting here mixing and mastering everything myself, because, you know, I got enough to deal with. So that's a blessing for me. I'm glad to have found somebody to do that. The UI and style is already written. They just had to customize small parts to make it theirs. For sure, for sure. So basically anybody with coding knowledge could do it. I don't have any coding knowledge, so I couldn't do it. But it looks good for sure. And caught me a good little 2.5x. I ain't never gonna complain about, wonder what this dip going on down here. Caught a nice little two, like I said, what I put in? 800? 800 sold for 17. Then I put in another 1,000. I'm down on that 1,000 though. I think I'm down a couple hundred on that 1,000. But overall, still up about 1,000, something like that. Damn, they made some P. 6,000. What they been doing? Just swinging the chart. Yeah. They got in. Oh yeah, they didn't really get in that early. They were just swinging the hell out of it, being relentless with those swing trades. Look at that, $12,000 sell. On these low caps and anything under, you know, a few million, it's, you know, like, for example, on this, it's $390,000, but it's got $100,000 in liquidity. The market cap's 390, 300, you see how quick it moves, it's real volatile, right? So if the liquidity pool has 100,000 in it, and somebody sells 10,000, that's going to drop the price, you know, 10, 15% or more. And that's, you know, nothing necessarily wrong with that. That's, you know, standard with these pump fund launches. Like, it's the same for all of them. Like, any coin that's at 3, unless somebody has liquidity. But any coin at 381,000 from Pump Fund is gonna have that amount in liquidity. You know. So far, they don't have customizable liquidity options. So all coins at launch are the same. You know. Yeah, I think I made, like I said, about somewhere between 700 and 1,000 on this, something like that. It could have been, if I didn't go back in on that swing, I would have been better off. But I do like the idea of it. I like the idea of it. And a lot of this shit, like Replay said, it's easy to build, you know. But you gotta think, every opinion's like assholes, right? So everybody got them. It ain't about what I think or what another person thinks. It's like, is somebody else gonna see this and like it too and buy my bags, right? And so that's what I like. The quality of it looks good. It has some effort put into it. The distribution of it's good. Like, no, it's only one holder above 2%. So it's got the makings. I see the bubble maps. I checked that last night. It looks straight. Yeah, so that's just a 2% cluster. Everything else is, so it's decentralized. The issue is, it's just on Solana. You know? It's just on Solana, and everybody's just, the majority is looking for quick profits, right? And that's why supply control, to me, depending on who has it, it's important. But I got enough experience to, you know, everybody runs, if it's bundled, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not that type. Because otherwise, you got a bunch of people like you, the majority listening, holding the supply, as opposed to a team that's, you know, up, you know, with a decent net worth, swinging for the fences, controlling the supply, looking for a large valuation. Now, that's not always the case, right? So if the people that own the bundle are like the majority, you know, and that is a majority, they looking for a few $100K, exit out their 20 to 50% of the supply, make 10 to 20,000, yeah. You know, that's not going to work out. But that's why I say insider info is so valuable. If you don't have, if I don't have insider info, I'm not going to fuck with it early on because I don't have enough data to go off. You know what I mean? But the more time that goes on, then the more data I can take in and kind of judge the situation from there, if that makes sense. Like, this is what, about a week old, I believe. And so it's still young, but, you know, it's still being pushed. The distribution only getting better and better. The quality of the development's good. It's unique in the sense of, I've seen a lot of teams try to run Pokemon games on the blockchain, but like, it wasn't there was no Web3 integration, so there was no like play to earn aspect or whatnot. Volume's picking up on this. I like this. I do. So like I said, I bought 4 Sol right around this area, 200K. I woke up, I sold for about 2.5x. Later on in the afternoon, I popped in $1,000. Actually, I guess I'm not down on that. I'll probably break even on it. I got about 0.5 or 0.3% of the supply. Yeah. And we'll see. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna throw in any more. If I do, at most, it'll be like another $1,000 or so, something like that. I'm not gonna go crazy on it, cause you know I'm bullish on it. I think it's something good that can grow, but it don't matter what I think, right? It matters what like Solana thinks. And Solana can go either way, you know. They can see value in something of quality, or they can, you know, create sell-offs and drop things to zero just because they get tired of holding, you know. So it's always risky. That's why, like I said, I've learned in this current market, it hadn't always been this bad, but in this current market, I woke up, so I was up 2.5x. I'm taking my profit. I do like the project. I think it could have long-term value, so I did re-enter at a lower valuation than what I originally took profit. And I'm gonna let that ride, you know, while I'm in profit. So we'll see. But I'm always looking for something to value. Lately, especially, just because the amount of time I'm diverting to like other things I'm doing, making music, um, putting a big emphasis on spending time with my family and whatnot. So I'm not so much looking to get into things on minute one, because the way, as you can see, the way minute one works is like this. Whether it's Pokey Soul or anything, you know, you might catch 100x, right? Or even this, right? Say you got in on day one at 200K and you went on about your day real busy, you know, then boom, you had 2.4 mil, right? But you're not paying attention, and this is only an hour and a half later. You know, you're up 10x plus, but within an hour or so, you almost back to break even, right? So when I have time, you know, I will. I usually don't promote or post or share things that early, unless, you know, I got some information passed on from somebody that know what's going on. But where I'm at now, I'll catch things that have had time to grow and develop. The teams have had time to show their intentions. Holders have had time to like distribute the supply. So it's decentralized. Not one person controls the price, things like that. And then I just let it cook. It ain't every day I get lucky, you know what I mean? Like, I entered right there. Yeah, did it look bottomed out? Did I say it in that post on for my subscribers? Yeah, it did look bottomed out, right? But, you know, it's not every play that's going to be like an instant jump up like this was. Although I am, you know, I'm grateful I'm good at finding and timing entries like that. But like I said, I was prepared if I had to DCA a little bit or hold, but I didn't have that chance, you know. I went to sleep. When I woke up, we were up almost, you know, 2.5x, 3x. So it's always going to be some risk. Ain't nothing guaranteed. We just take all the data that we can look up. Like I look at the contract address across the X. I actually found this from, I'll tell you how I found this. I looked at the top calls from DeMarcus or DeCarlos. I'll show you. DeCarlos, this right here. Which, if you remember, I bought some of this. Excuse me. I bought some of this before the stream ended last night. So we're up 2x on this as well. If you bought with me when I did. And so I looked at the calls on this, and I found this guy, Aloha Quant, yeah. And I saw that he had posted Pokey Soul somewhere. This new generation of cringe lords, these guys are really fucking obnoxious, but you know, I look at them. I'm trying to make money, not friends, when I'm in this mode. So I look past some of those cringe posts. Anyway, it was on his page somewhere. And so I looked into it. It looked straight. Looked like it was at a decent entry. I feel like he posted in a community or something, which I'm sure he did. But I can't find that post that I saw. He may have deleted it because it bounced up and he cheated. And he sold, so he don't want to advertise on his page since he's not. I hate niggas like that. Anyway, so I found it from this guy, and I found him by following traders from this coin. So I get it by any means, chat. But GG's, if you bought this with us, we bought it at like 20K. I put 0.8, so I guess my 0.8 soul is worth about not much, what, like 1.2, 1.3 PSP. But that's a boon to dust, so I'm gonna hold it, let's see what happens. What the fuck? We gotta watch this video. This footage of a UFO deflecting a Hellfire missile that was filmed by an MQ-9 drone October 30th, 2024. It was just shown in front of Congress for the first time. That's wild. That's wild. They put extraction artists because they buy 1K plus with an X account linked. So if I buy 1K plus of something and I link my X account to Deck Screener, it will it will consider me, what, a co? I'm gonna do it, hold on chat. I'm gonna link up the Deck Screener. Damn, they don't got the wallet I use. I only use Soul Flare mostly. I have Phantom, but they only accept Phantom. That's hella lame. Almost said something else. Yeah, they only accept MetaMask. MetaMask, Phantom. The two worst wallets known to man. That's crazy, chat. Let's see, I can't import my private key there. Let's see.
Come and bring it on.
Let's see.
Laying on the other side. Laying on the other side. Say the darkest days is coming, gon' bring it. Say the darkest days is coming, come on, bring it on. You say you the match, I'm the flame, bring the bomb. I'm the storm, bring the rain, coming strong.
I always feel sketchy doing this on live stream. Like my shit just gonna pop up.
Say open arms when
moving
I'm
private keys.
It's
probably not the safest. I wouldn't advise it.
This thoughts, I'm talking God. You don't understand. You playing in the dark. Pick a side. We've been planning for the day that you thought you wanna slide. Hope you got bread set aside, cause you gone. Ring around the rosies, all my niggas stay towing. Ring around the rosy, I got pockets full of Ozy. Triple beans, laser beans, double back. What you want? Don't drop too fast on my street. Fuck around and get parked. Don't drop too fast on my street. You should've walked, been better off. Ring around the rosies, all my ring around the rosies, all my niggas stay towing. Ring around the rosies, I got pockets full of back what you want. Got your mom reading Psalms. You on a plane to meet God. Thought I told you what I meant when I said with open arms. If you played back the song, you would know what I'm on. This is war. Around the roses, I got pockets full of Ozies.
So they don't even accept Solana? What the fuck type of weird shit is that? So how did they get marked as cold? That's weird. Anyway, chat, we're gonna take a bathroom break real quick. I'll be right back. By the way, we got some giveaways to do, but the chat kind of dead, so I might hold off and do them tomorrow. But we'll see if it pick up. If it pick up, I'll do the giveaways. Otherwise, I'll hold off to the chat, get a little more active. All right, bathroom break. I'll be back. Say the darkest days is coming. Come on, bring it on. You saying, y'all see my shirt? Nah. I went and ate some bites to eat. I need a max win, gang. Damn. Shit. 4 or 5 chains, they go getting tangled. They say the first meal been gonna change you. This light bright as hell though. I don't want to wear glasses. Excuse me. Turn that shit down. Say the darkest days is coming. Come on, bring it on. My win rate on one of my side wallets is 44.4. Look, wonder if I'll pull it up. Hold on. Let me log into this real quick. Okay, y'all can't see nothing anyway. Raj, welcome to the gang. D. Carlos going up running. I should have bought more of that at 20K. Come on, I'm tweaking. I'm not always the one talking about like knowing when to size in, when to not size in. Am I logged in? Let me connect the wallet. Hey, replay, you know how to do that? How do I connect my wallet? It says that it's only, or how do I connect my X account? Like, I gotta change this up. Let's see. Maybe that'll work. So they link their X. How do I link my X to this? Where's TUT at? Damn. Yo, I called TUT. This is another banger of mine. I called this at 200K. Look, 300K. And it's at 56 mil. I made about 50, 60,000 on this. Yeah, BNB. That's why I'm trying to get my app up that I have on BNB. Let me go ahead and mark this because I'm going to flex it later. Hey, cut it out. I caught it back on like day 1. It was like day 2. Yeah. Cat, cut it out. Y'all hear my cat scratching the wall? That shit annoying, bro. That's wild how That floor is just being held. It won't shit. When we found that, it was literally an old developer. We kind of larped them into being ex-Binance, and it just, shit. It worked. He damn near, he larped himself into it as well. What a run. What a run. Then I shorted it down here from about 50 mil down to about 4 or 35, something like that. But that's a hell of a floor right there, I mean. MYX, what's the price of this? I shorted this from about $11 down to $9.50, and I'm glad I got out of it, because as you can see, I would have got liquidated. I was only on 5x leverage though, but I called that in my Discord too for subscribers only. I know y'all got it. Well, I don't know. I know I've been making some bread, and I'll be posting all the moves I made in the last few weeks. I notice a lot of people be acting like they not making no bread or they still broke. I don't know, bro. That's why it's important if you subscribe to like be specific on what you need help with. Because there should be logically no reason for you to subscribe. Now, if you just rocking with me on a music tip, I can understand. But on a crypto tip, we've had back-to-back 200x, 30x, 15x calls. King's been giving crazy futures, leverage, spot position calls. I've gave some leverage position calls. So yeah, if you've been with us in the last 3 weeks as a VIP sub and only been making money from like say giveaways or something, definitely speak up, especially if you're participating in the calls and not making money. Like, let's try to figure out where you fucking up at. Cause there's no way you shouldn't be up like crazy money. And if you're not, that's okay. That's what I'm saying. Speak up. Don't try to flex or lie like, oh, great call. Yeah, I really appreciate that, G. I made hella bread. And then you lying. That shit's not going to help you, bro. Like, you don't got to lie to kick it. Even if you're following me and following the calls on a non-paid subscription level, right? Because most calls I'll do both ways. Some of them I don't, like Banana and a couple others that they good, but you know, like, let's try to figure it out. I'll try to help you figure out what the fuck you doing wrong, you know? That's what it takes, bro. You don't got to be alone in this. In fact, being alone in DeFi, crypto, and like in these trenches, that's a surefire way to never make it. I couldn't have done it alone. I couldn't have got to where I'm at alone. Shit, bro, I'll keep all the giveaways for myself. Shit. It'd be like that. Less money I gotta spend. But now if the chat get active, I'll do them. If not, no skin off my back. That's another thing I'm grateful about crypto. Like, you know, I want to hit that subscriber goal up there. You know, but one thing about it is I'm going to keep putting out content. I'm going to keep making music. Majority of crypto bros is hit or miss. Half are miserable. A quarter have no life and are dead inside. And then the other quarter have some balance. So like 20% have balance up until a few months ago. Making millions type shit, so. I get it. So that's why, but why I say I'm grateful for crypto is I can make money still my way. I got many avenues. And nothing, regardless of what crypto-oriented people do, you know, they can't stop me from being successful with music and all of that stuff. That's why I expanded who I target, you know. Crypto bros, they really don't care about music. They don't care about content. They don't really care about supporting anything that they don't, you know, if it's not a coin attached to it. Which is why I try to have a balanced audience of people. Try to hit music and gaming. Subscribers will be nice, but it's gonna come. It's gonna be a grind. I knew that from the beginning. What I do appreciate the couple of people that do get the wins, like shout out to C, shout out to David. They got the wins from Atlas, that 200X I called, and the first thing they did was buy 3-6 months subscriptions, which they probably made a few thousand from $100. So of course, why not buy 3 months, 6 months worth of subs? It's a fraction of the money I made them. But a lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people don't think about for the community. When I get a win, let me look out for G. That's why I have the disposition of shit. Niggas don't even want to type in the chat. All right, but more money I get to keep. Because I do got to have a balance of that, People don't look out for me. Fuck y'all. All right, I was looking this up on GMGN. I still don't know what MYX is. I wish I knew. But I'm not going to look into it tonight either. Oh, shit. We went up on, wow. We tripled monthly listeners on Spotify. God is good. I swear I just looked at this and it was 24. Now we pushing 50. What a blessing. Good. Good. That's good. That's good to know. Good to see. I just got to keep pushing regardless of what the day-to-day support looks like. You know what I mean? I got to lock in on getting better at finding my people. It's basically 3 people out of the 500 in the Discord that's going to show up every day and support no matter what. One of them sleeping, the other one's in the chat, and I'm the, you know what I mean? Everybody else only shows up because they get paid or incentivized. And that's okay because I'm building an infrastructure that, even if the support is fake or just to look like, you know what I mean? Because they're afraid if I see them not supporting, I'm not going to pay them. Let them think what they want. I ain't going to put their mind at ease. Maybe I won't keep doing that, But I keep going and I keep being me. Keep putting out my content. And I'm going to keep finding my people, Like we got 3. All right, if you take myself out of it, we got 2 people that's going to show up and support rain, hell, sleet, hell, or snow. I think I've repeated myself, but whatever. In another month, it might be 4. In another couple months, it might be 10. Another couple months after that, it might be 100. A few months after that, next thing you know, it's a bunch of people that's just showing up, rain, hell, sleet, or snow to support, not expecting anything. That's the people we want, right? That's the people I want around me. And it's just a grind. The internet's a big place. Music, content, it's a big place. It's going to take time. The key for me is not getting discouraged, not giving up, and putting myself first. Financially, physically, mental health, all of that. Putting that first, and then God, everything else gonna fall in place from there. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, 3, but if I take myself out too. But there's going to be more to come, There's going to be more me and you and Tree Peace, And just that 3, that's an army right there. That's a formidable, committed army right there. And it'll grow. But that's cool. I'm glad to see that monthly listener. Cause I think it was just yesterday or day before I looked, it was 26. And this is what I care about more than the money, more than the calls, any of that. And again, we'll get there. Right now, people are mostly subscribing for calls and crypto and shit, which is a sad case because I see them and they're not making any, like I'm making crazy calls and they're not really making no money, you know? So, but that's a them problem. That's not a me problem. And there's going to be some people that subscribe for the crypto and they're, able to capitalize on what we have in place for them in the VIP section, you know? Some people really just shouldn't be in crypto, to be honest with you. Who am I to make that call? Nobody. You know, I'm nobody, but that's just the way I see it. I mean, because some of this shit, like how I break it down in that Discord, like I literally I've never even done that before. Even on my Telegram, the most I'll do is present a thesis, if that makes sense. Like I'll present a thesis while I'm bullish or whatever. But in my Discord in the VIP section, I'm literally like holding people's hands through the trades. Damn, that shit popped up. Let's go. And like, even like that, like it was people on stream that watched me buy that shit at 20K. Yeah, this shit gonna run. I know it's gonna run. I'm about to update this in my telegrams. But, some people just really shouldn't be in crypto. Like there was no reason to not hold this from when we entered at 20K. It literally didn't go below 20K. Some people just can't hold and they have this misconception. Which screen would work better? This one maybe. They can't hold and they have this misconception that everything's supposed to be overnight and that there's not going to be any ups and downs, And then they're scared. You can't never get a win I'm telling you, if you're scared to lose, you're not going to win. If you are scared to lose, you are not going to win. Like there's no way possible. That's just how it is. I really don't like the setup of this view. How can I fix this? I feel like this can be removed. Alright, that can be removed. We can slide this. And I'll set up another scene for when I'm chart watching. So we can put my camera over here. We'll move this. That should have a background on it, but whatever. We'll put that right there. We'll put this on this side, and this will be better for chart watching and whatnot. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Good. A lot better. But you gotta think with Arena, I'm telling you, and I presented it in my Telegram, like this is Arena is like Arena is like Peanut and D Carlos is like Peanut's friend. Somebody help me out. What was the name of Peanut's the squirrel's friend? Arena equals Peanut. D Carlos equals, what was Peanut's friend, gang? Somebody Google that for me. Help me out. Peanut. Oh, you playing Call of Duty? I ain't gonna bother you. Peanut. The squirrel's friend. Fred. That's what it is. Ren equals Peanut. D Carlos equals Fred. That's my thesis. Anyways. Arana is at 8 mil market cap. Death for Brown. D Carlos equals at about 50K market cap. Even moving similar to how the delay was between Peanut and Fred. Not financial advice, do your own research. Basically, that's my thesis with holding that. And if you remember, Fred went, Peanut went to billions. But Fred went up there too, to about 120 million, didn't it? Something like that, or higher? Oh, 12 million, but still. Obviously the main runner. Oh no, it did, yeah. Fred bounced up there in a couple, like 3 days, from nothing, sub 1 mil, to 300 million. It's got the same setup, Trump posting it, the White House posting it. Look. This shit is literally moving just like Peanut. The thing, and it's very similar. Like, for example, Peanut was, look at that, popping up. It's gonna move the exact same. I mean, it's literally moving just like Peanut was cabal from the start, right? It was a wealthy cabal behind it. So they were able to hold the floor while before JFK, not JFK, RFK. Robert F. Kennedy posted it, Tate posted it, Trump posted it. But before all those guys posted it, it was a like law, basically, right? And I'll pull up the Peanut chart so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So during the time before the mass attention slingshotted in the direction of Peanut, it was a cabal there that kind of just had conviction, knew what was coming, and kept it, I call it keeping the lights on. I hate when my touchscreen be acting so wishy-washy, like, there we go. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, right? So those first few days, and so I think, Arena is literally moving, and excuse me if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but you see what I mean? Like, it was a cabal there holding the supply, controlling the supply during that first week or so. And then boom, you see that big green candle, that's when, it started with like the White House, and then Trump's personal account, then Tate, then RFK Jr. and all those guys, right? So there was cabal holding that, and they were holding it up, in the millions. Well, and then, the whole time they're working, so they're getting an organic base. Very similar to what's happening here with Arena, right? We put that on a daily. If anything, it looks a lot more explosive. And that could be because a lot of people are saying the same thing. They're seeing it because we have what am I looking for? A reference point with Peanut. and how these things work. This is even more so because it's a living, rest in peace, not breathing anymore, but, it's a human being, but similar attention cycle. And so that's why it's very similar with DeCarlos. I'm not comparing Arena to Peanut and Fred in terms of, obviously, I'm not delusional. I see we're talking about two best pet friend animals that got killed by the government, and right. I'm just talking about the attention cycle. The attention cycle is very, very similar. It's spot on. Oh, but what I was saying between the connections between like Fred was way more organic than Peanut, right? And so that's why there was the delay. Just like you see with Arina is at 10 million. Well, when Peanut was pushing 10, 20 million, Fred was like 500K. If even that high, you know what I mean? It wasn't a cabal behind it. It was a community that was forming. So that was another reason. Like I said, it was a lot more organic. But if you was with me from our stream last night, we up. What's Pokey Soul doing? It's poking around, chilling. About 400K. Looks like a little support wanting to form right there. So we shall see. I think I got a crate to open on RugsDotFun. Let me see. Hyper, what's good, gang? Oh yeah, I do got a crate. Let me put on some music. Oh, open the wrong thing. Let's see. Let me play something I don't play much. Lights off. I don't think I've ever played this. I'll play that later. This was, if you seen, was it this one? That freestyle where I was performing. Yeah, I think this was, nah, this one it, but I like this song. All right, we got an emerald crate.
Look around at the people around me, wonder if they really friends or just trying to meet ends. I'm a breadwinner, shit, do what you gotta do. God's drowning, nobody found me. Climb to the surface from the bottom, I down in bottles and catching charges came a long way. And it'll be a long time before you get to know me. Sometimes I lose faith, damn it, and God loves me. I'm questioning why I'm struggling like Max saved somebody, do, but they don't hear me though. Like I got the reaping in me, I pray I never fear him. I fear he waiting, I'm chilling, scream for Jesus, it's nothing realer. Real shit, no filler. Fear will kill you, I wanna live. Can I live?
It seems like this ain't fitting to the screen.
Can I live?
Yeah, see?
This the realest shit I ever did. I feel it in my skin. Snap back to
There we
my
go.
zone. You can feel it deep within. You peel the layers back and find no inscription on each peeling with the ink from this pen. Name your favorite rapper and I'm synced in this shit. Holy Ghost, I never spoke against you. So protect me from the leech. Won't get in from the witch. Wishing evil from a very heart within. Hiding behind smiles and appearance of a friend. But they don't hear me though. Like I got the reaper near me. I pray I never fear him. I fear he waiting, I'm chilling. Scream for Jesus, it's nothing realer. Real shit, no filler. Fear will kill you. I wanna live. Can I live? Fear will kill you. I wanna live. Can I live?
I miss you too, ma. Hey, 1.5, let's go, let's go. Let's go. That's better than no 0.5, you feel me? Hey, replays, you end up winning that that crate last night? Or not a crate. The rugs. You didn't? I didn't either. Damn, you telling me you didn't and I didn't? Hyper, you faded me on D. Carlos and Pokey Soul Gang? Yeah, Pokey Soul chilling. $300 XP. Shit, that's like 1.05 play. Hold on, let me type in my password. Or I got it on this one. What, that shit just jumped up from 76 to 78. Wonder why. Oh, I bet when I pulled that soul out from RugsDotFun, it came into that account instead of my other account for whatever reason. But look at Arana running. It's gonna be like a Peanut and Fred situation. The worst part is, I was on stream at this time last night saying, right before I got on stream, I could have bought it 2 mil and it was at 7 by the end of the stream. And then I sat there and watched it at 1.5, 2 mil again today. But I got some D. Carlos. Let's see what the community doing. Yeah, but it's weird. You know how, like, if you have another wallet open, so like I'm logged in from another wallet, but after I logged in, I switched to another wallet. It'll come out to whatever wallet you're on. It won't actually go to the original wallet. That shit be confusing me sometimes. Cause like this is it's my rewards wallet that I keep like all like passive income and shit. It should be coming into this wallet. This is the wallet the account started under. But since I was logged in to this wallet, when I pulled it out, that's where it came to. Right. See, this is what I'm glad, because I gambled on it a couple days ago and I was taking a risk on it, and I'm like, but when I clicked on the X community and realized it wasn't in support of him. Right. What is it? IRYNA. Death for brown bean corn. Let me make sure I spell Shorty's name right though. Yeah. Anyway, y'all saw me buy it. We bought it like 20K. I'm still holding it, but I need to get rid. How do I get rid of these? I need to like remove. Good night, baby girl. Love you. Come here, give me a kiss. Love you. You got lips. You got chapstick on, not lipstick. Love you. Can I close this? Wait, they give you soul for closing accounts? I mean, it's 44, of course it's 0.444 cents. That's cool, I didn't know that was a thing. Not that I'm getting hype over 44 cents, bros, I'm just saying. Is that a hack? Like, I mean, obviously, again, I'm not getting hype over 44 cents, but all right, hear me out. Say if I set up a bot to endlessly buy a token, sell it for break even, close the account, get 44 cents an infinite number of times. Is that a infinite cheat code for pennies? It's 44 cents for every one. That's why I've been watching their X like a hawk. Grab the code they post so I can full port and grab the XP. I feel a max win in one of my crates in your balls. So people do that. They just open and close accounts for that free 44 cents. I think this is, oh, I can't close that account. Yeah, I bought that on accident. I actually got honey potted the other day. Or rug, not even get honey potted. I got rug. It was a vanity address with pump at the end. First time I've been rugged, and I couldn't tell you how long, chat. Like really, we're talking years. I forget what the name of it was, but no, it was a bonk. It ended in bonk, and it was older than the one on Pump Fun. And so I was like, well, let me go with the OG. Okay, y'all can't even see me opening that. This is what I'm doing. I'm closing all these accounts because it's annoying trying to scroll through all these tokens I don't hold anymore. Every time I'm trying to look at my holdings, I gotta scroll through a bunch of dead tokens. But they, I was talking about how Soulflare, where is that 44 cents coming from? I mean, of course, one wallet does it. It's not that much, but surely that shit will add up if all 20 million Solana users just start claiming, like, it's got to come out of a fee or something. Where's my tablet at so I can see the chat?
Straight up, we got another one. You're my favorite gemstone, really love your light show. Don't you start to go away now. Your love is blinding, want you beside me all of the time. See, how did you find me? I don't want you to go away, I don't really care what your friends say. I need you to throw away all of your fears and come to me. I don't care if we have company, I want you to come for me. I love it when you loving me, if I cry you comfort me. I plan on breaking you down in the worst way. Break you down and build you up, when I'm done you'll come back around. Baby, do you feel better now? Your ex-boys, they won't ready now. I'm a real man, rock you steady now. Put your hair from the back while I hit it now. We stay intact when I finish love, and I never like baseball, don't need a glove. And I really hope I can be the one. Really have you thinking I invented love. Blew away clouds so you can see the sun, and I really hope you give me a son. But a girl will be just as fun. Build a castle, you my center stone, cause you're my favorite gemstone. Really love your light show. Don't you start to go away now. Your love is blinding, want you beside me all of the time. See, how did you find me? You're my favorite gemstone. Really love your light show. Don't you start to go away now. Your love is blinding, want you beside me all of the time. See, how did you find me?
What is this? Was this that Chinese coin? Look at that pumping though. I just got like $40 from closing out 40 accounts.
We got another one.
Again, not hype about that. I'm just saying I didn't know that was a thing. Right, no, but that's what I was saying. In theory, if somebody just bought a token, break even, sold it, break even, just to do that, 10 times is $4, 100 times is $44, 1,000 times is $400. If you're not taking any losses, like I said, it's something for a bot to do, unless you got a lot of time on your hands. It would be something to automate for a bot, of course. Arana's going to end up going. I think breakout here. I believe it. I can see that. I can see that. What was I doing? Let me check my stats on. How do I log into Spotify artists? Oh look, I got put on a bunch of playlists, which is cool for Circles and Diamonds and Ride or Dies. There we go. Yeah, we already came a long way, honestly. We exactly where we're supposed to be, when we're supposed to be there. And can't nobody really tell us nothing but us.
I've been ballin', she been callin', avoiding falling, while I'm hauling, money piling. She let me hit it raw, I was wildin'. I done seen some things, you can see it in her eyes, I can hide it. Looking for a piece of mind, can you find it? Can you find me? I've been lost, drinking alcohol just to find me. How my diamonds shine, but my heart crying. I'll tell you I'll be fine, but I feel like I'm lying. Diamonds shine in the dark of the night. She
Slatana.what.
She say she wanna talk, but I know she wanna fight.
Like I said, it ain't something I'm doing, but just to have the info.
Always blaming on me. You say you love me and still leave me lonely. So I flex as a reflex. You step out to get back. We go in circles and we end up.
How do I lose my phone? It's fucking.
As a reflex. You step out to get back. We go in circles and we end up nowhere. Don't mistake my words, tears of a lie. I'm crown king, my kingdom.
Oh shit, I missed my mama's call. Now we gotta look into these.
Can you hear me now? Let the sound sink in your soul. Looking for a fix, you won't find it if you go. You can play your games, but I'm always in control. You can play your games, but I'm always in control. Diamond shine in the dark of the night. She wanna leave my heart, but she always make it night. She say she wanna talk, but I know she wanna fight. She say she wanna talk, but I know she wanna fight. Girl, why do you always blame this on me? You say you love me.
Alright, let's look at these bubble maps. This shit was I swear I looked at the didn't we just look at the bubble maps like an hour ago? And this shit went like that? It ain't too bad. 5%, 3%, 7%. That's wild. Oh, we'll see. Let me delete that tweet. Delete. And delete. I didn't realize that bubble maps was like that. I swear I thought it must have been something else, Pokey Soul or something. But shit, PSP, if you bought with me on stream last night, he was up about 4x. I still think it's got a chance to run. I wonder what those bubble maps are gonna do. I mean, what these guys holding that's gonna do. I mean, we know what they gonna do, but question is when. Time will tell. Alright, how do I get in my Spotify? Whenever you want. Whatever you want to say. Okay? I love you. I love you, bud.
I love you.
Forever?
Yeah.
You promise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I lost myself when I'm looking, tell my girl to hold on. Cause I got us, let me cook. And I know it don't look like it's easy, cause it ain't. Every day the pendulum swings, devil might try to drain my energy.
What's up, bro? Yeah, this an AMA. Ask anything, gang.
But he won't kill my dreams. Said I'm soul searching. Tell me what do you know about that? Cause my soul's hurting. I'm trying to heal it with this rap till the world's hurt me. I'm blasting off when I make it back. Are you riding with me? Are you riding with me? Cause nowadays ride or die. They don't understand the second part. Switching lanes in a ride. 6 years ago could've never bought. See it in my eyes. I'm filled with light but I'm fighting dark. Riding through the night with a bunch of bullets and heavy heart. This for the ones that's been lost and hopeless. No one's perfect, hell, I've been smoking, but crying less, a lot more joking. But don't get it twisted, my whole life I've been running, but right now I'm standing for something. No more talking, what we gon' do, cause life is short. R.I.P. to Nick, I swear to God I miss your voice. I lost my aunt this year, I watched my dad shed some tears, you know I'm tired. Tired of the fears, I've been down, I've been low. Now I know that nothing's gonna fill my soul. like home. And when I'm way out, far gone, on the road, when it's 5 a.m. after shows, I'm probably gonna hit your phone. I hope you're home. Lost myself, but I'm looking. Tell my girl to hold on, cause I got us, let me cook. And I know it don't look like it's easy, cause it ain't every day. The pendulum swings, devil might drain my energy, but he will not kill my dream. Said I'm soul searching. Tell me, what do you know about that? Cause my soul's hurting. I try to heal it with this rap till the world's hurt me. I'm blasting off when I make it back. Are you riding with me? Are you riding with me? Nowadays, ride or die. Don't understand the second part, switching lanes in a ride. 6 years ago, could've never bought, you can see it in my eyes. I'm filled with light when I'm fighting dark, riding through the night with a bunch of bullets and broken hearts. Days, ride or dies, they don't understand the second part, switching lanes in a ride. 6 years ago, could've never bought, see it in my eyes. I'm filled with light when I'm fighting dark, riding through the night with a bunch of bullets and broken hearts. Lost myself, but I'm looking, tell my girl to hold on, cause I got us, let me cook. And I know it don't look like it's easy, cause it ain't. I swear to God, it really ain't. I swear, this shit hard. I lost myself, but I'm looking, tell my girl to hold on, cause I got us, let me cook. And I know it don't look like it's easy, cause it ain't. You did really good, bud.
Yeah.
Hey, TikTok. Videos with your track have been viewed over 100 times.
We exactly where we supposed to be. When we supposed to be there. Can't nobody really tell
We
us
need to
nothing.
cook, chat. That D. Carlos, that's, I ain't gonna lie, I'm full stacking. Not now, but like 100, 200K. If those, if the supply lets it get up there, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't having no mercy.
I've been lost in alcohol just to find me. How my diamonds shine, but my heart crying. I'll tell you.
This one, I wanted to run so bad. I like the dev. I hate the community management, but like I said earlier in the stream, I just gotta remind myself that the community management has like nothing to do with the product or even the dev. That's why I hate when devs do that. They just put like early holders in position of moderator status, and then they just say bearish ass shit in the chat. And that's hard for me to hold when I see things like that. Cause I know like other smart people are gonna see that and be like, what the fuck? A moderator saying this dumbass shit? But again, like adoption would trump all of that. That's why I'm being more patient with it. And we got a, like I said, we got a good entry, 200K. And I actually took profit at the top up there, so. I took profit and re-entered. Oh, you had a question, let me look. What was your question? How do you recognize a ticker or coin that has potential to rise higher or something that has been rugged to still bounce back? Narrative. Based off a narrative. I'm not just buying random shit. You know, like even with the Carlos, I DCA'd that down to 20K. And I actually bought my biggest amount at 20K. Because of the news. It's all in the news with Irana. That's how. So once you understand narrative, like that's a must if you want to make money or like find things earlier and whatnot. You have to understand narrative. Headlines, news headlines, things like that. Because to keep it real, you know, a lot of people would have looked at that and be like, oh, it's dead. How could it be dead? White House is posting about it. It's a trending, huge narrative. The next closest thing to it's pushing 10 million off of its narrative. You get me? So, narrative. I'm a narrative trader. Some people are like volume traders. Um, some people are narrative and volume traders. I'm a narrative trader. And I know, like, there's just no way around taking risks. You know what I mean? So, like, there's always going to be some risk. But, like, this thing, DeCarlos, and it's Death for Brown, like, that's a trending hashtag on a bunch of socials, TikTok, X, Instagram. That's all part of the narrative. Arana. I mean, you think this isn't just an accident that the price, it's never an accident that these coins reach these valuations. You know, so if you're wondering, I could imagine, and it's been a long time, but I kind of remember feeling like, oh, all these pumps are random, but it's not random. Look at that W. This shit look like it's about to slingshot. If this slingshots, there's a good odds this slingshots too. Narrative. Not always. Insider info. If it's a meme coin with no narrative, but you just network and meet developers, people launching these coins, you know, there's many different ways, but me, I bid narratives because, I mean, I have a network, but I rarely read my DMs or my promo. I got a inbox for like people, you know, they feed me inside info. Sometimes I pay attention to it if I have time. But generally, I don't have time, so I'm just reading news headlines because I can't help but do that as I'm, you know, scrolling through the internet. So like something like this, like I said, I just stuck with it because of the narrative. I mean, look at all the people on X posting about Arana. And it doesn't matter if their posts, look, it's trending on X. It doesn't matter if their posts are directly related to the meme coin or not. It's all a psychological thing. People are seeing it everywhere. You know, people are seeing DeCarlos, the guy that murdered her. People are seeing Death for Brown, you know. It's all kind of, you know, a lot of it comes with experience. And then you gotta have patience, you know. There's no way around it. You gotta have patience. Like, you know, there was hours and hours. There was like a day and a half of this just flatlining. You gotta have balls to buy more and hold, you know. There's no way around that. I've never made a lot of money and it was like super, super easy. I mean, I guess in a sense of physical exertion, it was easy, right? But yeah, no, a lot of people are. And that's why they just, you know, chop and trade themselves to death. Like you weren't in here, but like, I see the people that have VIP access talking about how broke they are. And that blows my mind, but at the same time, I gotta understand I started from somewhere too. But look, just the calls I gave, like, you alone, I know you bought some of them. Like, even if you put just a few bucks in some of them, there's no way you shouldn't have, like, be up $2,000 to $5,000 or more just off a few bucks initial. That's how that's why I was saying I wish people would reach out, especially to people that are VIP, and say, hey, bro, I fumbled every call you made, so we can sit there and figure out how are you fucking up. You know? Because I've had some bangers in just the VIP section, so everybody in there, in theory, should be up crazy, but in fact they're not. And I'm not getting questions about, hey, you know, what could I do better? You know, that it bothers me to the sense of I don't understand. It seems like people don't like making money. If they're doing something wrong, if I'm getting results and I'm posting everything that I'm doing and nobody else is, at that point, I can only do so much if people don't want to speak out. You get me? I say, hey, you know, what am I doing wrong? But I noticed that, there's some VIPs like talk about, now, not everybody, like C, he made hella money off of Atlas. He subscribed for like 6 months. I appreciate that. Obviously, he made like thousands of dollars off that call, in 6 months. But it's not the point. You know what I mean? It's not he subscribed. He made some money and he kicked some back. He supported me. Same with David. But that's the only two doing that. And that makes me sad. That means everybody else is trying to get off on, or not get off, but getting by on giveaways from being in VIP instead of learning how to fish themselves. Which is, it's a process, and I'll lock in on getting better with it. Presenting information in a way that helps people better, things like that. And then people will get more used to, working with me too. It's all a process. It's all a process. Look at this. These niggas get on my nerves. This dude's traded like 24 transactions for a total of $22 profit. Like that's like a dollar a buy and sell. And a lot of people do that, but instead of $22 profit, they'll be down crazy. And sometimes there's an art, like, I'm down on my last buy on PokeSoul. So I went to bed, I bought 4 Soul, which is what? About like $820 worth of PokeSoul. I woke up, I sold $1,800, right? So that was a little $1,000 profit. And then I went back in. I would have been better waiting for a bottom instead of going back in just because I'm bullish on the project. That in itself, low key, is an example of over trading, but it happens. It happens. Well, your conviction's got to be strong, like that's the thing. I've seen it said, it's a good saying, like, one thing that can't be transferred is conviction, conviction, experience, risk, affinity for risk. Yeah, I'm streaming right now, and no, I'm not in town. I'm in my town, if that's what you mean. And see, on these, like, it's good to see this, it's good to see a floor, a higher floor. It don't matter where that is. Anything above 20K, a floor, like a lower volume moment, and then see something build a floor up higher, higher, higher. It's a building process. Everything. Yeah, it's terrible what happened to her. And then X is like Cringe Lord City. People love to try to use it to like inflame tensions, and that's just annoying, but that's just X, Let's see what this is being posted about on X. Another thing that's a problem is like people will FOMO instead of taking a risk when it doesn't look good. Like you gotta really train yourself to buy red. Otherwise you FOMO. And that's just not putting yourself in the most profitable position. Like if, for example, if somebody shares you something at 20K, but it's at a low, which is where you buy. Like people, like you always supposed to buy low, sell high. How can you do that if somebody shows you something and you ignore it until it pops? Then you buy. That's called FOMO. Whereas you take the risk when it's red, not when it's green. That's another thing. Then you gotta understand how to like block out the noise. Like, so you all, part of my doing my own research is looking on X. Let's see who's doing that. No. And so there's accounts that literally just FUD every coin, right? And some newer people will look at it, but then you gotta look at their profile and realize, and that's how they engagement form. You know, it's not right, but that's how those types grow their account, by just posting the CA of every coin that they come across or that launches to get attention. So you got to understand what information is worth. Everything you take with a grain of salt, right? But you got to understand what information is worth absorbing and what information is just you got to pass on. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be RB. Yeah, a lot of people are. Oh, we hit 4,000 on YouTube today, by the way, chat. Hold on, I'm gonna put up the bathroom break sign. And let's see if we can hit that goal. Let's see if we can hit that goal on for Kit. Yeah. I mean, anybody can do it. It just takes like dedication. It takes dedication and willingness to learn. It takes some intelligence. It takes some intuition. Excuse me. This is crazy. Portland flipped on, bro. Let's see how many. I think we crossed 4,000 today. Oh, almost. We had 3.8 thousand on YouTube. We hit 16,000 views on Ride or Die. So we need more comments, gang. So if you can hear my voice, hit this link I'm sending through to all chats and throw some 444s on that YouTube post. It's good to see this get some volume too. You know, like yesterday it had like barely 10K volume, so that's another good sign. That means interest is picking up. What was I looking up? Oh yeah, YNW Portland. Yeah.
Okay, let me go back on the record. This is on the top of my page 5, State versus Cortland Henry, 19-1871 CF10A and 23. They're meant to going forward to change of plea.
Looking for an easier way to get that LLC
There's
next
been
to your
hella ads
business
on
name? Say
YouTube
hello
lately.
to Taylor Brands. Just go to their.
I'll give you 120 days to tell me an amount. There's
Yes,
no
Your Honor.
amount won't be restitution. State, is that the complete term? That's it?
He's also no.
Okay.
As of today, they said there is none. But it's caution.
Probation?
That's correct, Your Honor.
6 years probation. All
He got 10
consecutive
years
terms,
and 6 years
consecutive terms,
probation.
and another. It looks like there's no restitution in the 23 case. In the 19 case, I'm reserving.
It has informed them that
Okay.
there's any restitution, they would let us know.
Okay.
As of today, they said there is none.
All right, and state, is that the complete term? That's it?
He's also going to be giving it to proffer, Your Honor, at a later time.
A proffer.
Well, is that part of the negotiation?
That means he'll be
So tell me how that works.
testifying against Melly.
Sure. Sure, come on up. Madam Clerk, Board of Business now up.
What the fuck? The fuck was that sound? He must not have want nothing to be heard right there.
If I ask you something you don't understand, please let me know. I'll try to ask you a better question, okay? As loud as you can so the court reporter can get down all the answers, okay? Raise your right hand for me. You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth? You can put your hand down. Please state your full name. How old are you? How far did you go in school?
He's going really,
You
he
understand
flipped
English
on,
language?
he flipped
Are
on
you
Melly,
presently
bro.
under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcohol? Have you ever been treated for a mental illness? Are they giving you any medication
There
in
we
jail
go.
right now?
This shit gonna pop up.
How are you
It
feeling
should.
this afternoon?
Like I said,
Your head is
P9.
clear? You understand what's going on this afternoon? You understand you're resolving 2 pending felony cases this afternoon? All right. Mr. Haddad or Mr. Nascimento, have you seen or heard Mr. Henry say or do anything which would call into question in your mind whether he understands what's going on?
Nothing at all.
All right, so Mr. Henry, it's two cases, sir. I'm going to go one at a time. In case number 19-1871 CF10A, this is before.
Co-producer is going to give you unique sounds that actually fits your track in seconds. Let me show you. First, let it listen. Looking for the vocal chop.
The agreement you made with the state, before the deal you made with the state. You were charged as follows. Counts 1 and 2 is murder in the first degree with a firearm. Those are capital offenses. The maximum and mandatory penalty is life in Florida State prisons. Counts 3 and 4 are accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree. Those are each first degree felonies. The maximum penalty is 30 years in Florida State prison. In case number 23-10643 CF10A, you're charged at count 1, tampering with a witness in a capital felony. That is punishable by life in Florida State prison. Count 2, directing the activities of a criminal gang. That's a first degree felony. Again, punishable up to life in Florida State prison. Count 5 is conspiracy to commit tampering.
Those are some heavy charges. That's why I was always confused. How did he get probation? And he got a bond, and Melly didn't get a bond. That doesn't make any sense. That makes 0 sense.
Again, as it relates to a first-degree murder charge, that is punishable by a maximum penalty of life in Florida State prison. At count 7, unlawful use of a two-way communication device as charged, that's a second-degree felony. The maximum penalty is 15 years in Florida State prison. So, sir, again, before the agreement you made with the state, before the deal you made with the state, your maximum exposure here was life in Florida State prison, followed by life in Florida State prison, followed by life in Florida State prison, followed by
Damn,
life in
Kendrick
Florida
was
State
botting
prison,
the fuck out
followed
of
by
his
life in Florida
Spotify. Look
State
at
prison,
that.
followed by 75 years in Florida State prison. Sir, do you understand all the pending charges and the maximum possible penalties involved? And it's my understanding that you want to resolve both cases today. Is that correct? Yes. And that resolution is an
Pop on
agreement
out.
you reached with the state, the terms of
This
which
just
are
looks
as
like a
follows.
green
Number 1,
dildo. Right up at 2 mil.
19 case, you're going to plead no contest to both counts of accessory after the fact. In the 23 case, you're going to plead no contest to all 4 counts as charged. In exchange for that, the state is going to null process, that is, drop the 2 first-degree murder counts. All right, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. Yes, sir. State, you're going to null process count 2 and count 5.
Correct, Your Honor.
Maximum
It's a
exposure.
third degree, Your Honor.
It's a second as charged, I believe. It's a third except as it relates to a count. All counts in all cases, that is at the same time with each other. I'm going to have to impose mandatory court costs. I'm going to order restitution payable to Terry Bagley and payable to Ashley Phillips and reservists to the amount. I'm going to give the state 120 days to tell me the amount of that restitution. If they fail to do so within 120 days, there will be no restitution. If they come back with an amount and the attorneys agree on the amount, I will impose that as another condition of your sentence to pay back that restitution. If they come back with an amount and the attorneys do not agree on the amount, I will conduct a restitution hearing. Sir, lastly, and I want to make it very clear on the record, and it's unrelated to this negotiated change of plea, I guess at some point after the fact, the state wants to take a proffer from you or have a discussion with you, ask you some questions about whatever that may be.
I got some codes for
What I want you to
giveaway, too.
understand, sir, is I guess that's part of this negotiated resolution. but
Finally got 'em.
Your answers to any of those questions, whatever they might be, have no bearing on me and have no bearing on this negotiated resolution. In other words, the deal you've negotiated is the deal you've negotiated, and that's the ballgame. Do you understand all that, sir? Have you had enough time to talk to your lawyers about all that? They've answered all your questions? You're sure that that's what you want to do? Because I want to emphasize, Mr. Henry, and I'm going to do this again at the end of my plea colloquy, whether you resolve the case by way of a negotiated plea or an open plea to me, or you resolve the case by way of a trial, it doesn't matter to me at all.
Every business owner with people out in the field needs to know about connecting.
It works?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe it. My team puts in their availability, I click auto schedule, and boom, there it goes. No more Excel, no more phone calls, no more...
But due to the resources that have been devoted to this case, I have 250 jurors summoned for jury duty starting tomorrow. So I want to be very thorough with you here this afternoon because
Apologies
if you wake up
for the
tomorrow or the next
delay.
day and you decide you've changed your mind and you want to resolve this case both cases by way of a jury trial. That's not going to happen. All right? If you want to have a trial, the trial starts tomorrow. If you want to accept the deal, you can accept the deal today. But
Look how
there's
big
not going to be any
watch how
bias
big
in
he
the
smiles.
because I've given you plenty of time to think about this, talk to your lawyers about it, talk to your family about it. I talked to you about it last week. Kind of looks like your lawyers probably did something or other to get a better disposition for you as of this afternoon, but this is it today. So understanding all that, you've had enough time to talk to your lawyers about all that, that's what you want to do? So, sir, has anyone forced you, threatened you, or coerced you into entering these pleas? If I accept your pleas, there will not be a trial in either one of these cases. Do you understand that? If I accept these pleas, there's a whole bunch of constitutional rights you are giving up. I want to make sure you understand all of those rights. You have the right to maintain your plea of not guilty and have a trial in each case. You have the right to present defenses, to file motions and other pleadings in support of your defense. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to have the state prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you. You have the right to appeal any decisions that I may have made up to this point or any rulings I might make in a future trial. But understanding by entering this negotiated resolution today, you are giving up all of those rights. The matter is going to be resolved today, right now, this afternoon. Is that what you want to do? Are you satisfied with your lawyers? Have you had enough time to speak with them? Have they answered all your questions? Are you satisfied with all the work that they have done for you? Sir, I've got two identical plea forms here entitled Plea of Guilty or No Contest to Criminal Charges in Circuit Court.
He's
Each
moved.
one has your
He's moved, but he knows that, like, he had the worst charge. He had the capital murder. Melly had, what was it, murder 1 or murder 2. So it's like, in order of worst to least worst, capital murder, if I'm not mistaken, capital murder, murder 1, murder 2, murder 3. Melly had like murder 1 or murder 2. He went to trial. It was the Constitution of the United States says if there's a mistrial, the DA has 90 days to they can bring you back to trial and do it again, but they have 90 days to do so. If they fail to do so, you walk. And there's no double jeopardy on murder. That means it don't matter what the reasoning is, if it's a mistrial or you're found not guilty, every other charge, it can be brought back up if more evidence comes out. With murder, nope, DA gets one shot. That's why it's wild that it was a mistrial for Melly. That was a year plus ago. He's still incarcerated and about to go back on trial. The Constitution says they have 90 days to do that. So they rearranged the whole Constitution just for Melly. That should be a lawsuit. They won't let him talk to his lawyers alone. That's against the Constitution. They're violating his rights in so many different ways. Not to mention, again, he's got the lesser of the charge between that guy, wherever he's at on the screen, and him. This guy's got the worst charge, but they gave him a bond. He was out. Melly's been locked up for like 8 years with no conviction as an innocent until proven guilty man. It's kind of fucked how they're doing him. But
your name on the top, your initials on the left-hand side, front and back, and your signature on the back. Did you go over both of these forms? Any questions about what's on either of these forms? And is that your signature on the back of each form? Sir, there's a few things that I need to tell everyone that I take a plea from. They may or may not apply to you.
There's that pop we're looking for.
If you are not a citizen of the United States,
It's going tap.
Do you understand that? Under the provisions of the Jimmy Rice Act, if the offenses to which you are pleading are sexually violent or sexually motivated offenses, or if you've been previously convicted of such offenses, then these pleas will subject you to an involuntary civil commitment as a sexually violent predator upon completion of your sentences. Do you understand that? If these are drug offenses, the Department of Motor Vehicles will revoke your driver's license for a period of 1 year. Do you understand that? Sir, paragraph 11 of each form that you sign reads as follows. I acknowledge that my attorney and I have reviewed any discovery disclosed by the state. My attorney and I are unaware
We're gonna
of
print on
physical
this,
evidence
okay.
for which DNA may exonerate me. In other words, sir, if there's any physical
Yeah,
evidence in
Portland
this
is a hoe. That is
we
some
could
hoe
test for
shit, bro.
DNA, that DNA evidence would not tell me that you were not one of the people in that vehicle when these crimes occurred. But actually, the opposite would be true. If there was any such physical evidence that could be tested for DNA.
Hold on, we gonna run that
DNA
part
evidence
back.
would tell me
That
you
shit,
were
hold on.
one of the two
See,
people that was
but the
inside
thing,
this
hold on,
vehicle
we gonna
when
go
these
over it. Give me a
crimes
second,
occurred.
give me a second.
Sir, do you agree with that statement? State, do you agree with that statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, do you agree with that statement? Mr. Henry, understanding everything that I have talked to you about up to this point, do you still want to go ahead and resolve both cases today, right now? Defense, is he stipulating to a factual basis for the purpose of each plea in both cases?
Yes.
And if he's entitled to a PSI, defense, are you going to waive that as to each case?
Absolutely.
State, is there anything else that you need me to do before I take his plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right, let's run that back a couple minutes.
Were one of the two people that was inside this vehicle when these crimes occurred. Acknowledge that my attorney.
Listen to what a judge is saying. People are saying, oh, Melly's cooked. He's not cooked. He's no more cooked than he was 4 years ago. And he got a mistrial for that.
Attorney and I have reviewed any discovery.
Melly is a money printer. He's proven it. The culture loves Melly. The culture loves his voice. He hits every age demographic. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just looking at the stat. I've looked at the stats. All right. As an artist, I look into that shit, right? So I'm like, damn, it's been almost 10 years. Why are the record companies still paying for his lawyers? It's because of his value. They know if they get him out of this jam, well, you know, he's a grown man and he's choosing to accept their help. So clearly they don't treat him bad, right? So they know that if they pay for his lawyers and they get him out of this jam, what, they spend a few million, maybe, on lawyers. If he stays out of trouble, they'll make hundreds of millions off of him. And so will he. You know, he'll eat well too, of course.
Discovery disclosed by the state. My attorney and I are unaware of any physical evidence for which DNA may exonerate.
Can y'all see the screen all right?
In other words, sir, if there's any physical evidence in the case that we could test for DNA, that DNA evidence would not tell me that you were not one of the people in that vehicle when these crimes occurred. But actually, the opposite would be true. If there was any such physical evidence that could be tested for DNA, that DNA evidence would tell me that you were one of the two people that was inside this vehicle when these crimes occurred. Sir, do you agree with that statement? State, do you agree with that statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, do you agree with that statement? Mr. Henry, understanding everything that I have talked to you about up to this point, do you still want to go ahead and resolve both cases today, right now? Defense, is he
All right, listen
stipulating
to what
to
the
a
judge
factual
says.
basis for the purpose of each plea in both cases?
Yes.
And if he's entitled to a PSI, defense, are you going to waive that as to each case?
Absolutely.
State, is there anything else that you need me to do before I take his plea?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Henry, again, two cases. We're going to do one at a time. In case number 19, 1871 CF10A, as to count 3, accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree, and as to count 4, accessory after the fact as to murder in the first degree. How are you going to plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
In case number 23, 10643 CF10A, as to count 1, tampering with a witness in a capital felony, and count 7, unlawful use of a two-way communication device. How are you going to plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? I will accept your no contest pleas as to each. I'm going to find a factual basis to support each based upon my review of each electronic probable cause affidavit as well as your stipulation in court here today. I'm going to further find
Here we
that
go.
you have freely, voluntarily, and intelligently waived your rights, that you have knowingly entered each plea with the advice of competent counsel who you've told me that you are satisfied with, that you understand the nature of the charges and the consequences of the plea. Accordingly,
All right, this is what I'm like, hold on.
and pursuant to the negotiated agreement, I will send it to you as follows.
You need an LLC.
Of course.
It's protecting you. It's keeping your business and your personal life separate. So go to Taylor Brands, enter your LLC state, choose your business name, answer a few questions, and that's it.
In case number 19, 1871 CF10A, as to count 3 and count 4, I will adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 10 years in Florida State Prison. That will be followed by 6 years of reporting probation. I will impose mandatory court costs. Pursuant to 943.325, I will need a set of your prints and DNA. Pursuant to 938.27, I will impose a cost of prosecution of $100. Sir, I'm also ordering restitution in that case payable to Terry, Terri Bagley, Bagley, and Ashley, Ashley Phillips, Phillips, and reserving as to the amount. I'm going to give the state 120 days to tell me the amount of the restitution. If they fail to do so within 120 days, there will be no restitution. If they come back with an amount and the attorneys agree on the amount, I will impose that as another condition of your sentence to pay back. If they come back with an amount and the attorneys do not agree on the amount, I will conduct a restitution hearing. That will conclude that matter. In case number 2310643 CF10A, as to count 1 and count 7, I will adjudicate you guilty. Count 7 is a sentence of 5 years in Florida State Prison. Count 1 is a sentence of 10 years in Florida State Prison, followed by 6 years of reporting probation. I will impose mandatory court costs in that case as well. I will not impose the cost of prosecution in that case as I just did so in the previous case. Pursuant to 943.325, I will need another set of your prints and DNA. All of these, there is no restitution in that case. All of these sentences, all counts, both cases, will run concurrently. That is at the same time with each other.
So he's only doing 10 years with 5 years probation.
I will give you credit for all the time that you have served.
So he served what, 3 years?
State in 19...
So he's going to do 7 years.
Your announcement as to counts 1 and 2.
The state will be announcing a null process to those counts, Your Honor.
And in case number 2310643 CF10A, state your announcement as to count 2 and count 5.
The state will be announcing a null process to those counts as well.
Okay. I think that concludes all the matters. State, is there anything else that you need?
No, where was he? He said if it turns out your DNA or evidence was in the murder vehicle, he said something.
Time. In case number 191871 CF10A, as to count 3, accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree, and as to count 4, accessory after the fact as to murder in the first degree. How are you going to plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Number 2343, tampering with a witness way communication. How are you going to plead, sir? I'm going to find a fact based upon my cause affidavit as well as voluntarily and intelligently, knowingly, and satisfied with. Accordingly, and I will send it to CF10 Florida State Prison. Pursuant 100.
Here it is.
Your print 5.325 reporting probation. Adjudicate you guilty. Count 4. CF stated agreement, who you've told me that you are satisfied with, that you understand the nature of the charges based upon my review of each. I'm going to find a factual basis to support each 4, 3, and 2 cases. We're going to do one at a time. Plea in both cases.
Yes.
And if he's entitled to a PSI defense, are you going to waive that? As state, do you agree with that?
Here we go. When the crimes occur.
Hey, that DNA.
This is what I heard that made me.
This
is what I heard that made me pause. Like what?
Sir, if there's any physical evidence, I acknowledge that my attorney and I have reviewed any discovery disclosed by the state. My attorney and I are unaware of any physical evidence for which DNA may exonerate me. In other words, sir, if there's any physical evidence in the case that we could test for DNA, that DNA evidence would not tell me that you were not one of the people in that vehicle.
Would not tell me that you were not one of the people in that vehicle. So the judge is saying there's no evidence that would tell me that you didn't do it. Or you're telling me you're not aware. Basically, the judge is, what he's signing is saying that he did it. He was there, he did it, and there's no evidence showing otherwise.
When these crimes occurred. But actually, the opposite would be true. If there was any such physical evidence that could be tested for DNA, that DNA evidence would tell me that you were one of the
there.
two people that was inside this vehicle when these crimes occurred. Sir, do you agree with that statement? State, do you agree with that statement?
Damn, bro.
Because you
He
did
could,
that.
but see, he must not have the money to fight, so he had to lay it down. I mean, 10 years is a lot of time, even with what he served. I mean, and he's gonna have to be in PC because of the gangs that Melly's connected with. Melly's been solid through it all. Damn, they put Melly through the ringer. This guy was free half the time. Babe. Babe. You washing clothes? Anyway, they put Melly through hell, and he didn't fold on Bortland. Bortland was free the majority of the time that Melly was locked up, and Bortland's folding. That's crazy.
Mr. Henry, understanding everything.
He's gonna be in PC the whole time. He's gonna be in a hole. And look at his smile at the end.
Nothing else, Brian, we just have an order for you as well.
Okay. So listen, the fee hearing docket is at 3:30 p.m. So
We've already spoken with BSI, I think we're just in an order, we've been here for about a week.
okay.
We can
I
schedule-
mean, I was going to make it available if you wanted to do it now.
I think BSI was probably.
Okay. So they're in charge.
Just coordinated with us.
Yeah.
You judge.
Anything else from the defense on behalf of Mr. Henry?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Henry, I'm not quite sure how your lawyers managed to do this, but I wish you good luck, sir.
He said, I'm not sure how your lawyers managed to do this.
Yeah, he'll be on, Mr. Nesmith and Mr. Haddad. We'll have a probation officer here tomorrow. He'll be on my docket tomorrow morning for the instructions on probation.
So how long does he have to do? They talking like he's about to get out.
So I will sign all the paperwork if you want to stick around for that. We're otherwise going to be in recess till 3:30 p.m. The fee hearing docket starts at 3:30 p.m., so I'll be in a recess until then.
What they're not taking into consideration, this nigga's lying. He's gonna lie about a lot of shit, and Melly's lawyers are gonna eat him up. That's what the people saying Melly's cooked, they're not taking into consideration. Said Bortland a hoe. Yeah, Bortland a hoe for that, for sure, for sure. Bortland definitely a hoe for that. Ain't no way around it. What's my pokey soul doing? Final support. Yep. Bounce right off that line. Support, support. Just needs a little bit more, a little volume. Need to see D. Carlos pop out of this range. Which I mean, it's a lot of attention on that. Damn, this past, sheesh, 11 mil. Yeah, I told you. Breakout. Patience. Wait. What was I about to look at? Oh. Replay, bro. We need to go on TikTok live, bro. Maybe not tonight. Well, maybe tonight. It's up to you. How late you gonna be up? You slept most of the day, huh?
There's a hitman shooting bullets at my mind. When you touch me, he stops trying for a while. I can.
My son plays the guitar naturally. Damn, I thought I posted that video. Oh, here it is. Girlfriend's a title. The difference between a girlfriend and a wife is a piece of paper if we're gonna keep it like all the way through. A partner, now if you got a girlfriend that's a partner or a wife that's a partner, it's a big difference between just having a wife and a girlfriend. At the end of the day, I could beef with my shorty, but like, she know where I'm gonna lay my head at night. I know who's gonna handle my business emails. I know who's gonna help me keep my money right. I know who's gonna help me with my kids. And that's just forever. Like, I don't know how to switch up. Like, no matter what happens, God forbid, but with titles and all that, that's one thing, like, I'm always gonna take care of mine, you know? If she wasn't a partner, I'd feel different, but God blessed me with a partner. And it is a difference. It's definitely a difference between a title, girlfriend, or a wife and a partner. And I can relate to that.
Don't.
Let me tell you how powerful closure is. It's 6:40.
Yeah, this thing was tweaking.
And for the past 4 years, I've had nightmares about my lack of closure. Here I am at 6:40 in the morning, my family's at home sleeping, and I'm walking in the fucking streets because I don't have closure.
Like screen share?
Because years ago, I suspected something that happened, and a bitch lied to me.
You gonna try to screen share it?
Truth, and now I have dreams about killing a bitch every motherfucking night, catching her in a motherfucking night. Because I'm the type of nigga, I stand on principle, I stand on loyalty, I stand on business, my nigga, I stand on structure.
Did this shit really happen, or is it just in your head? Because it's possible that it could just be in your head, and if you don't address it, then you destroying yourself mentally for no reason. You gotta address that. If you standing on business and structure, you're not gonna put up with that. So maybe you think you stand on business and structure, but at the end of the day, if you know what she did and you sitting there waking up early, fighting demons in your sleep, having nightmares, that's not a very firm foundation, my guy. Kids or no kids, you got one life. You sitting there going crazy over something that you too afraid to address. That's not standing on business, bro.
Let me tell you how powerful closure is.
Nigga said, let me tell you how powerful closure is, and then went on to explain how he has zero closure.
ਤੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਕਹਦੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਏ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੌਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਨੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਪੱਟਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਾਨੇ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਸਿਖਾਵੇਂ ਏੜੀਆਂ ਏੜੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਇਹ ਤੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆਉਣ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਖੜੀਆਂ ਖੜੀਆਂ ਇੰਨੀ ਬਾਤ ਤੇਰੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਕਹਦੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਏ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੌਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਨੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਪੱਟਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਾਨੇ
Massive 3i update. We just found out that
a lot of this shit is bullshit.
Has straight lines. Like not just, you know, regular space debris lines, but actual straight lines, like machining straight lines. Like NASA actually had footage going of it. Oh, and the footage got cut out right as it showed the edge, which was 37 pixels or whatever, something long, perfectly straight. What? And the composition of it doesn't match any known composition, and it's highly likely that it is a form of material that is, you know, man-made, or not man-made, but manufactured. This isn't, that's big news. And if you don't think that, then, oh, that's your fault, not mine. I hope you guys find this as appealing as I do, because holy shit. Wow. Massive 3i update. We just found out that it has straight lines. Like, not just, you know, regular space debris lines, but actual straight lines. Like, machining straight lines. Like,
it's something that they are not telling us about this 3i app.
I hear Melly playing in another room. What up, Robert? How you doing, guy? Oh, yeah, I see.
Atlas situation. And I really try to stay away from this topic, but every time I jump down a rabbit hole, I find things that really just don't add up. Mind you, they're saying that this thing, this asteroid, let's call it an asteroid, the size of Manhattan, that's moving faster than the speed of light, can be here in November. They're also saying that, well, they're not saying, but they're saying that they've had communications with this, or whatever it is. So again, you have something the size of Manhattan, moving faster than the speed of light, coming here in November. Tell me if that adds up to you. And this is why I keep saying, everybody, you have to protect your peace. I said it in a couple of videos. People might have taken it the wrong way. You might have taken it out of context, but understand what I'm saying. Protect your peace, because whatever is gonna happen, whatever is coming, like I said in another video, they already know about it. They've been planning it. This is why they're telling us what they're telling us now. It's always a look this way, but something happens this way type of situation. And with this shit right here, come on now. Do you really think that something can be coming into our Earth and the powers that be are just learning about it? Are just finding out about it?
Yeah, I do. It's
How does it
moving
make
that
sense?
fast.
The very thing they fear is us.
3i Atlas 60-second update. If you're like most people and going, what the hell is happening? 1, it's producing methane. You know, I don't remember the last time a comet, a meteor, or an asteroid produced methane. 2, it's producing its own light source, and it's producing it from within. I don't remember the last time a comet, meteor, or asteroid did that. 3, it's speeding up.
So we just got new images of interstellar object 3i Atlas, and no, it is not an alien spaceship. It's something better. The Gemini South telescope in Chile caught this sucker red-handed with a massive coma of gas and dust and a tail that is growing as it heats up near the sun. So what you're really looking at is a leftover chunk of ice and rock that could have been a planet in another solar system. And for planetary scientists, this is gold. It's only the third interstellar object we've ever caught, and it gives us this rare chance to study fresh material from another star system. I'm talking about its chemistry, its activity, even the way it breaks apart. Like, this is good stuff. So over the next few months, when you hear people calling this thing an alien spaceship, please do not fall for it. It's a comet carrying the building blocks of planets from another star system. If you're interested, follow along and I will keep you updated. So we just got new images of interstellar object 3i Atlas, and no, it is not an alien spaceship. It's something better. The Gemini South telescope in Chile caught this sucker red-handed with a massive coma of gas and dust and a tail that is growing as it heats up.
yeah, so you want to see the metal? That's the metal right there. This is what space debris potentially looks like. You know, could. Never really seen it that.
All right, so towards the middle of
3i Atlas 60-second.
We're bringing in Harvard Astronomy Department Chair.
The more scientists study this newly discovered interstellar object, the stranger it seems to become. Right now, it's racing through our solar system at an incredible speed of about 61 kilometers per second relative to the sun, making it the fastest moving object in our neighborhood. At the moment, it's about 2.56 astronomical units from the Sun, which means it's already well inside Jupiter's orbit. The object is on its way to perihelion, the closest point to the Sun which it will reach in late October 2025. Surprisingly, scientists discovered that this new interstellar object came from the Sagittarius constellation, the very same patch of sky where mysterious radio signals have been detected before. One of the most famous of these is the WOW signal.
Yeah, I heard that. Good to hear, bro. Good to hear. Big 444. Yo, you know the fucking Seller K.
Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, shape my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm the definition of consistency. I just ask the same of everyone around me. Know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. I could use a lifeguard. I want the right one to be my lighthouse, shine the dark on me, fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. I used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt, so I dig real deep just to find the words to process it.
We got mods in Twitch or no? Check, check. Yo, you know the fucking Seller K. Check, check. Check, check, check. You're
Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live. Damn.
Nigga, I gotta stop vaping for real. What? Choked up on that. Fuck. I drink water like I'm on a field or something. Like them Gatorade bottles. Alright, let's see if we can get some better takes.
Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm a definition of consistency. I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm a definition of consistency. I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Ay, I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm a definition of consistency. I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm a definition of consistency. I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm a definition of consistency. I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be.
What am I looking for? Maybe that.
I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm a definition of consistency. I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning.
No, I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Use it like God, use the right one.
I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. I could use a lifeguard, want the right one to be my lighthouse, shine the dark out, help me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be outside screaming.
Let's see, that sound better.
Could use a lifeguard, want the I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. I could use a lifeguard, I want the right one to be my lighthouse, shine the dark out, help me fight my demons. Instead, everyone quiet. Instead, everyone quiet with my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words. Why can't I get this verse right? See, I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. I could use a lifeguard, I want the right one to be my lighthouse, shine the dark out, help me fight my demons. Instead, everyone.
Alright, let me punch there.
Could use a lifeguard, I want the right one to be my lighthouse.
To be my lighthouse.
Fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Could use a lifeguard, I want the right one to be my lighthouse. I want the right one to be my lighthouse, shine the dark out. I want the right one to be my lighthouse, shine the dark out. Fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Could use a lifeguard, I want the right one to be my lighthouse, shine the dark out, help me fight my demons. Instead, everyone quiet, inside screaming. Instead, everyone be quiet while my inside screaming.
Instead, everyone be quiet when my fly. Sometimes I'm drowning. Could use a lifeguard. I want the right one to be my lighthouse. Shine the dark out. Let me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Hell no. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth. Alright, no, we gonna leave some of that. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. A little bit before that. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, shake my life to live how I live, move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm the definition of consistency. I just ask the same, but everyone around me know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Could use a lifeguard, I want the right one to be my lighthouse. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that's better. Hey, I'ma just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Just be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Drink alone, I just smoke alone. Tired of being alone, tired of being alone, tired of being alone. Drink alone. Drink alone, I just smoke alone. I just sit alone to myself, wondering what the hell. On my own, fighting demons on my own. I've been looking. On my own. Drink alone, I just smoke alone, I just smoke alone, I just drink alone, I just sit alone, I just drink alone, I just... Drink alone, I just smoke alone. Tired of being alone, tired of being alone, tired of being alone. Drink alone. Drink alone, I just smoke alone, I just sit alone to myself, wondering what the hell. Just be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Drink alone, smoke alone. I just drink alone, I smoke alone, I sit alone to myself, thinking what the hell, where'd it go? Time flying around, I've been running and I drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone to myself, thinking what the hell, where the time go, where the rhyme go, where the time go, where do I go, where the rhymes go, where the fly go, Drink alone, smoke alone. I just drink alone, I smoke alone, I sit alone to myself, thinking what the hell, where'd it go? Time flying around, I've been running and I drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone get that hook.
Drink alone, smoke alone. I just drink alone, I smoke alone. Drink alone and I smoke alone. I sit alone. I sit alone. I'm wrong. I sit alone. Stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. 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 Will you ride along? Stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Cause I've been alone by myself. Hey, hey, hey. Just be different. Homie, just listen. Hey, hey, hey. Drink alone, I smoke alone. Sit alone. Stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Hey, hey, hey. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Hey, drink alone and I smoke alone. I sit alone and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Drink alone, I smoke alone, sit alone, stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Hey, hey, hey. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Hey, drink alone and I smoke alone. I sit alone and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. And what the hell? Where the time go? Where the rhyme go? Where the time go? Where do I go? Where the rhymes go? Where the fly go? And what the hell? Where the time go? Where the rhyme go? I just wanna be free, 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 free. Hey, drink alone and I smoke alone. I sit alone and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. And what the hell? Where the time go? Where the rhyme go? Just wanna be free, 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 free. I think to myself, what the hell? Where the time go? Where do I go? I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where the time go? Where the time go? All my rhymes go. Where the time go? All in the rhymes. All in the rhymes. I be crossing. All in the rhymes. Crossing time zones. Where the time go? Where do I go? Where the rhymes go? Where the fly go? I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where the time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. So I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Hey, hey, hey. Cause I've been alone by myself. Hey. My processes be different, homie, just listen. It's be different, homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Drink alone and I smoke alone. I sit alone and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride it wrong? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where the time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. And I just wanna be free, 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 ay. Something like that, maybe. Just be different, homie, just listen, ay, ay, ay. Drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Hey, think to myself, like, what the hell? Where the time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones, I'm all out of time. Ride along, cause I've been alone by myself. Hey, 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 hey. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Hey. Let's see. Drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. When you ride along, cause I've been alone by myself. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Just be different, homie, just listen, ayy. ay. Drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay. I just wanna be free. I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay. I just wanna be free. Ay. Drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay. I just wanna be free. I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I just wanna be free. Shake my life to live how I live. Move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm the definition of consistency. I just ask the same of everyone around me. Know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Could use a lifeguard, I want the right one to be my lighthouse. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen, ay. Drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay. I just wanna be free. I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. I just drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay. I just wanna be free. I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. I just wanna be free. Ay.
Yo, you know you're fucking Sailor K.
Ay. I just wanna be free. Shake my life to live how I live. Move how I move, be where I be. I work so hard, I'm the definition of consistency. I just ask the same of everyone around me. Know I look fly, sometimes I'm drowning. Could use a lifeguard, I want the right one to be my lighthouse. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen, ay. Drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay. I just wanna be free. I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay. I just wanna be free. Compressor, nectar, QA. What am I missing? Oh, CLA. What's that, the sixth one? Yeah, CLA. My processes be different, homie, just listen. Hey. Oh, we missing something. Nectar, mono, compressor. Oh, the second. QA, mono.
And then let's move that chorus part down here. Check. Damn, why that sound so quiet? Oh, I know why. Chorus. Check. There we go. Shine the dark out, let me fight my demons. Instead, everyone be quiet when my inside screaming. Used to think about leaving this earth, but I can't leave my kids with all this hurt. So I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit. Is that it? We did that in one take. This can go. Bet that leaves us with this. Alright. Just be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Drink alone and I smoke alone and I sit alone and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. I think to myself, like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Ay. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. My kids with all this hurt, so I dig real deep just to find. So I dig real deep just to find the words. What's that? Register. So I dig real deep just to find. So I dig real deep just to find the words. My processes be different. That shit ain't registered. What the fuck? So I dig real deep just to find the words. I dig real deep just to find the words. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Hey, hey, hey. That ain't sitting right with me. It's hurt, so I dig real deep just to find the words to process it. My processes be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Just be different. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Homie, just listen. Ay, ay, ay. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Ay, drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10. If I'm right or wrong, will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Be different.
Homie, just listen, ayy, ayy, ayy. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself, ayy, 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 ayy. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Think to myself like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Ay. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Think to myself like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Ay. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Think to myself like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Ay, 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 ay. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Think to myself like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, free. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. Homie, just listen, ay, ay. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. I just wanna be. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Think to myself like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes, crossing time zones. I'm all out of time. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Ay. Ay, drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, free, free. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, 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 free. Will you ride along? Cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna be free, free, free. I just wanna be free to run, free to love, free to. I just wanna be free to love, free to run, free to roam, free to love. I just wanna be free to love, free to. I just wanna be free to love, free of pain, free of hurt, feeling. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free to love, free to pain. I wanna be free to love, free to pain. Free to pain, free. I just wanna be free to love, free to pain. I just wanna be free to love, free to pain, free to.
free to love. Free drugs, let me free to pain. Check. That sound a little shaky. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
I done wrong when you ride along, cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. Pretend if I'm right or wrong when you ride along, cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay. Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong when you ride along, cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay.
What's up, Trolley Bear?
I just wanna be free, 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 free. Think to myself like, what the hell? Where did time go? All in the rhymes cross.
Just working on this song. How you been, bro? Hope you been good.
Drink alone, I smoke alone, and I sit alone, and I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong when you ride along, cause I've been alone by myself. Ay, 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 ay.
Let's try something like right here, maybe.
I stand on 10 if I'm right or wrong when you ride along, cause I've been alone by myself. I wanna be free to love, free to trust, let me free to pain. No cages, let me free to hang. No, I just wanna be free, free.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut all that out. Test round, let's see how that sounds. Something along those lines. Free to hunt, free to run, free to run. I just wanna be free to love, free to run, free drugs, let me free to pain. No cages, let me free to hang. I just wanna be free to love, free to run, free drugs, let me free to pain. No cages, let me free to hang. I just wanna be free, free. I just wanna be free to love, free I just wanna be free to love, free to run, free drugs, let me free to pain. No cages, let me free to hang. I just wanna be free to love, free to run. Free drugs, let me free to pain. No cages, let me free to.
I'm blasting off when I make it back. Are you riding with me? Are you riding?
Trolley Bear, appreciate the follow, gang.
Ride or die. They don't understand the second part. Switching lanes in a ride. 6 years ago, could've never walked. See it in my eyes. I'm filled with light, but I'm fighting dark. Riding through the night with a bunch of bullets and heavy heart. This is for the ones that's been lost and hopeless. No one's perfect, hell, I've been smoking, but crying less, a lot more joking, but don't get it twisted. My whole life I've been running, but right now I'm standing for something. No more talking, what we gon' do, cause life is short. R.I.P. to Nick, I swear to God I miss your voice. I lost my aunt this year, I watched my dad shed some tears, you know I'm tired. Tired of the fears, I've been down, I've been low, now I know that nothing's gonna fill my soul like home. And when I'm way out, far gone, on the road when it's 5 a.m. After shows, I'm probably gonna hit your phone, I hope you're home. Lost myself, but I'm looking, tell my girl to hold on, cause I got us, let me cook. And I know it don't look like it's easy, cause it ain't. Every day the pendulum swings, devil might try to drain my energy, but he won't kill my dreams, said I'm soul searching. Tell me, what do you know about that? Cause my soul's hurting, I'm trying to heal it with this rap, till the world's hurt me. I'm blasting off when I make it back, are you riding with me? Thanks for riding with G, cause nowadays ride or die. They don't understand the second part, switching lanes in a ride. 6 years ago, could've never bought, see it in my eyes. I'm filled with light while I'm fighting dark, riding through the night with a bunch of bullets and broken hearts.
What kind of music you make, bro? Bet. And right back at you. Send your link in here. I'm about to send you mine. I just want to be free, 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 free. There we go. Yeah, we already came a long way, honestly. Diamonds shine in the dark of the night. She wanna meet my heart, but she always bring a knife. She say she wanna talk, but I know she wanna fight. Bet, play mine, I'm about to play yours, bro. I just wanna be free, 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 free.
You light your cigarette, taking your last breath. Never thought this would be your last moment. Taking your last breath.
Collab, bro, link up.
All my broken dreams are hiding underneath my long sleeve tee. I could give a fuck about what you want and need. These scars tell stories when I bleed. I might cut my wrist, get sent to the black hole abyss. Would you look after me like a friend? Say put it down or keep the party going. You light your cigarette, taking your last breath.
Yeah, we feeling this. Where you from, bro? I'm from the East Coast. Hey. From Florida. I used to live down in Florida. I lived in West Palm and Port St. Lucie, South Florida. I used to live down there. But I'm in Carolina. I like it.
I could give a fuck about what you last need. These scars tell stories when I bleed. I might cut my wrist, get sent to the black hole abyss. Would you look after me like a friend? Say put it down or keep the party going. I might cut my wrist, get sent to the black hole abyss. Would you look after me like a friend? Or will I die alone and go to hell or heaven?
Yeah, bro, I fuck with that. I think you'll like this. We should link up, bro. Let me know if you're down to collab. I dropped you a follow on Insta too. I'm gonna slide in DMs after this stream. I think you'll like.
Baby, I can't help myself.
I think you'll like this.
Moving on. Baby, I can't get someone to get your love.
I love that song, bro. That shit's fire.
I've been riding through the night, searching for myself while all alone. To you it don't make sense, but to me it caused a perfect storm. I put on your favorite song and smack Smack the dash and turn it off. Hit the gas while swerving off. Don't feel like myself at all. Crashing out into the darkest night. Hearing wolves howl, but there's no moonlight. Cannot tell me shit, I don't give a fuck, blaze it up. Take my gun and I'll raise it up. 180 and 30, this is chasing love. Said I'd never chase a bitch, but she ain't a bitch and I'm chasing her. Lacing pain with Mary Jane, that's called erasing her. Crashing out into the darkest night. For you I travel to another planet. I know you don't understand it, and this isn't how I planned it, but mixing up my drink, I like a little pain. Alcohol, pour it up some more, don't wanna think, don't wanna feel it all. Remember you was paid, someone I could call. Now you let me hang and I don't wanna feel it all. Tell me where the fuck you go, or where the fuck you been. Sipping since 11, right now it's past 10. Routed by your house, I spin again and spin again. You can't tell the truth, but you still talk to all your friends. And I can't stand the loudest while I'm crashing out into the night. Smack the steering wheel, grab the gun up out the dash. Hoping I don't crash. Crashing out into the darkest night. Hearing wolves howl, but there's no moonlight. Yeah, I like yours too, bro. Oh, that actually, that's why I cut it off, because I didn't finish. And it's a longer beat now. Tell the truth, but you still talk to all your friends. And I can't stand the loudest while I'm crashing out into the night. Smack the steering wheel. I'm about to DM you on Instagram right now. Hoping I don't crash. Right before I crash, crashing out into the darkest night. Hearing wolves howl, but there's no moonlight. I just DM'd you on Instagram. I'm glad. Appreciate you stopping by the stream too, bro. I'm gonna shoot you a follow. I'll do it. I could do it as soon as I get off air. But I followed you on. I subbed on YouTube and shot you a follow on Instagram. 179 subs on YouTube. Good work, man. Good fucking work. How long you been making music? Let me look. Or how long you been releasing? For a while now, yeah? Same. Chat, I was trying to find it. I performed at this spring break bash. This was in downtown West Palm. But I couldn't find that shit. It's somewhere though, I'm gonna find it. Okay, you've been uploading for a while. Good shit, bro. Yeah, I know it's a grind, bro. Keep grinding, man. It's an honor to have met you. Maybe we can make something cool happen, dude. Nice, 2018. I've been making since shit. Probably about 10 years, like 2015 or so. So instrumental on the beat.
Speaking on a track so real that it hurt. Been there, that so dead to them curse, but I turned it around and I know what life's worth. Still I act dumb, put a strip under my tongue. Real life crush.
3 eyes, woke up early.
When the lights go off and I'm left alone, and then past demons, they hit my phone. Hell nah, I ain't home. What the fuck y'all want? They want me dead, but I ain't gone, and I ain't scared. Been to the bottom of the bottle, headed towards death full throttle. See the sun when I grab that Bible, ain't opened it in weeks now, that's a problem. Praying when I speak that I already got them. Captivated, filled with flaws, no masquerading. I ain't y'all, I gotta make it. These damn scars don't seem to heal, and I feel the pain when the knife gets near. When the knife gets near, I feel the pain. When the knife gets near, floating through this life, gotta get it right till nothing's left. Soaking up the light, even when the night seem to take.
Damn, this shit bounced back. Let's go, chat.
Alright, my guiding light holds my hand. I'ma be alright, my guiding light holds my hand. What you
Sure,
take
bro.
me for? I fake.
DM me back on Instagram, and let's see what we can make work. I'm G. It's a pleasure to meet you, bro. Chat, this shit bounced back. It bounced back. It's just gotta break out of this range. I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't see why it wouldn't. But yeah, we locked in, gang. I look forward to hearing from you. And we definitely make something work. Hey, chat, though, it's getting a little late here. I'm about to hop up off of here. Let's see. I guess we'll save the giveaways till tomorrow. I said if the chat was lit, we're going to do the giveaways. If not, I'm going to give it to subscribers in the Discord. Hey, Trolley, if you got a Discord, bro, hop in, gang. But yeah, so I'll give away. I got like 5 codes to give away for that RugsFun. I got some I got a reroll on a giveaway from earlier, and then get the 2 people that won earlier straight. But look, if nobody told you I love y'all, I appreciate you. I found an engineer, so I'm happy about that for real. So we got the editor, video editor taken care of. I got the fucking thing to get this out the way. Oh shit. Thing about took me out, okay? It's mad because it knows I'm replacing it with the cube. But now I can't do this without you. I appreciate y'all, everybody that tuned in. If you hadn't dropped a follow and you just sitting there listening, make sure you drop a follow. Come in the Discord, come in the community. We about to cross 500 in there, chat. So that's a blessing. If you got a heartbeat, you got breath, you're doing better than. I'm pretty sure if we did the math, right, there's like 8.5 billion people on this earth. It's got to be like at least 100 billion that have died, right? If not more. So that would mean we're in like the top percentile of people. Yeah, that math got to check out somewhere. But anyway, I appreciate y'all so much. I got so close to doing my stream on my time, but some shit came up. So I'm going to aim again tomorrow to start about 3 p.m. What's tomorrow? The 10th? Yeah, so I don't got nothing on my schedule I can think of. Send prayers up for Ma Dukes. She's having a little procedure done in the morning. Actually, no, Thursday. Day after tomorrow. But still, send some prayers up for her. And we're going to keep this thing going. Make sure you follow my socials. Like I was saying earlier, I think a lot of people, I put out at least one clip a day. And so a lot of people want to support. They might not have the money or they might not know how. So even just a comment, a repost, depending on the platform, repost, retweet, comments, just a simple, I like that, I like this, sharing it with friends, all that stuff goes a long way. Paying $4.99 ain't the only way to show love. It's one way, but it's not the only way. And as always, it's a process, and I'm enjoying this process. I'm enjoying it. We're definitely making moves. I can see the growth in our community. I see the growth in the streams on our other socials. And we're going to keep it going, gang. I appreciate you for real. Can't do it without you. If nobody told you today, I love you. 4 life. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace, gang. Sending love, bro. Only up from here. Facts. Love you, replay. Tree P, we gotta wake him up.